Welcome back into the Browns Live 75th anniversary special. You are looking at Callie Brownson's sideline jacket when she became the first woman position coach in NFL history. That is enshrined here at the Pro Football Hall of Fame, along with so many other great things. It's open every day from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Come check it out. And Jim, we know Callie, historic. The Browns season, historic, and the man who orchestrated it all, the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, Kevin Stefanski, joins us now on the Browns Live 75th anniversary special. And Coach, thank you so much for being with us here tonight. Congratulations on a great season. Congrats on Coach of the Year. But I know you're probably just as proud of what Callie accomplished on your staff and her being enshrined here and immortalized here in the Hall of Fame as anything that this team accomplished this season.
Yeah, I think that's awesome. I think you guys know how I feel about Callie and the job she does for us every day. Part of a tremendous coaching staff. I'm biased, but I think it's an incredible group of men and women. So I got to get down there and check it out.
Hey, Coach, I have to ask you this, and that is that a lot of times you'll lose people on your staff and they'll move to another location after a season. That is not the case for your staff this year, and how much of a big bonus that's going to be for the football team, for you, and for your staff. Everybody's coming back, and so the language is going to be the same right from day one all over again.
Yeah, Jim, it's huge. I think it's fun that we're in scheme evaluation now, and we're not spending time figuring out what we're going to call things. So we're covering a lot of ground in our meetings as an offense and defense and special teams. I think very highly of our coaches, and I think there'll be a time where a lot of them will move on to bigger jobs, and that's something that'll come, if we do our jobs. So that's something I'm rooting for them. Obviously, to bring them back for year two is a great feeling for me.
Coach, Browns Live is always about the best fans in the NFL, and it's no different tonight. As we celebrate 75 years of the Browns, we get their questions for you. This one comes from Anthony. He says, Coach, what was your biggest takeaway from your first year as a head coach, and what's one thing that you'll change in year two?
I would say biggest takeaway, Anthony, is I need help to do this job, and I'm lucky. I really need that. Every single day when we're out on the practice field or during those games, everybody plays a role. And I'm lucky to have a bunch of people that play their role to perfection. And then takeaways in terms of what maybe change next year, maybe less. Is that possible? I think we're going to have to learn again how to meet in person.
Yeah.
God willing, that is. So I think we're as good as everybody else to what comes down the pike here with meetings and the spring. Are we going to have guys? There's some unknowns still. So we'll be ready to go regardless of what the rules are.
And, Coach, as you kind of reflect back on how special this was, I know you're a historian. The Browns, 1946, 75 years. They won a championship in that very first year, and I know you took them to the playoffs in your first year in 2020, but we want more. That's always the expression. That's the slogan. What would it mean, and I know the work has to be put in to be able to repeat that, but then do even more and add a 9th star perhaps to this beautiful logo that we have with 8 stars commemorating the championships of the Browns?
Yeah, that's the goal. I think there's 32 clubs that are working real hard to be the last team standing next year. I think for us, the focus is going to be the work that goes into this thing. I'm really proud of our guys and what we were able to accomplish this past year. But you don't just pick up where you left off, and every year stands its own merit. So it's going to be really important that we understand that, and understand there's a whole lot of work that goes into it. But I can promise you our goals will be what they are every year. You want to be the last team standing in this thing.
All right, Coach, we have another question from our great fans out there. JDog182 signing in tonight saying, what is your favorite play call you made last year? If you had to just pick one, and he ends, go Browns.
That's a good question. There's so many. When you're watching the tape of this past year and as we're working, you're looking at these and man, that was a fun moment and just an amazing play. I think of some of the runs and catches and some of the interceptions were incredible. But I'll give one that I know is close to Nathan's heart. I'll give him bananas.
Yes.
And that was our code for our trip down there in Dallas with Jarvis. crow hopping into his throw to,
And Coach, that was one you told me. It's like when you dream these things up and then you get to see it executed so perfectly. Odell hitting the hash right where you wanted, the crow hop right where you wanted, a laser from Jarvis. Is that as gratifying a thing as there is as a play caller? You design it and then they execute it to perfection.
it is a great feeling. I know our coaches take great pride in the X's and O's, but I just think about Jarvis and his ability to make that throw, and those guys to follow through exactly how it was coached and have the discipline to walk through that and then run full speed and then run it in the game. I just think it's so impressive what other guys are able to accomplish.
You know, Coach, I'm kind of the Kendall Lamb fan club. I thought that was a heck of a call.
That was it's number 2 on the list.
Number 2 on the list. My favorite part about bananas, Coach, is when I asked you, when did you know that play was going to work? When you saw the formation, you said, when I got off the bus. I love that. Yes,
right,
you got to like,
right.
that's when you know it's good. Coach, we appreciate the time. Again, thank you for all that you have accomplished and the great football and hope and excitement you brought to our city here as we get ready for more in the 75th year of the Cleveland Browns. Thanks so much for being with us tonight.
All right, appreciate you guys.
All right, that is the NFL Coach of the Year and your head coach here of the Cleveland Browns, Kevin Stefanski. When we return on the 75th anniversary special edition of Browns Live, it's a left tackle roundtable. Joe Thomas, the Deke, Jedrick Wills. That is coming your way next.